Artificial intelligence is everywhere, but in finance, most people are confused. Which tool should you use, when, and how? Let's break down exactly which AI platforms work best for each finance task and how to use them to get real results. The truth is, finance professionals spend countless hours fixing spreadsheets, writing commentary, and building reports, often under tight deadlines. And on top of that, leadership keeps raising expectations. They want sharper insights, faster turnaround, and stronger command of AI tools. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 AI platforms for finance professionals, when to use each, real examples, integration with other apps, limitations, and pricing. So let's dive in. ChatGPT. As an experienced company leader, I have seen firsthand how this could help and save time. When you frame the ask well, ChatGPT could handle complex, multi-step tasks from create a monthly closing checklist to draft an office procurement policy. ChatGPT is your go-to when you need clean narrative, board prep, or help with Excel. For example, you might prompt, write commentary for this variance, revenue down 10%, costs flat, margin drop. Or you can simulate board questions. What 3 tough questions might a board ask about our Q3 performance? There is one example of a good prompt by which ChatGPT could provide you with perfect results, save your time, and remind you if you missed anything. You are a finance manager in a distribution company headquartered in Germany. The finance team consists of 6 people. Month-end closing deadline is day +5, and VAT filing is due on the 25th of the following month. Common issues include containers of goods still in transit at month end, warehouse delays in posting goods receipts, service invoices arriving late, transport, customs, marketing, customer payments delayed beyond 60 days. Prepare a monthly closing checklist tailored for this scenario with clear responsibilities and practical controls for all key balance sheet and income statement areas. The checklist must include general controls and controls for each important position and process like inventory, account receivables, account payables, revenue, VAT, accruals, provisions, and management reporting. For each task, include columns, task and control, purpose, responsible, deadline, day 1 to 5, documentation, and risk if missed. Output as an Excel-ready table, professional and realistic for internal finance use. See the output, ready in minutes and more reliable than a days-long manual build that risks gaps. You got a full month-end close checklist with 45 checkpoints and all relevant columns. ChatGPT is a superb generalist. It's best at many things, perfect at none. For example, for niche compliance or country-specific statute lookups, it can misattribute sources or cite the right rule but the wrong law book. Therefore, you should treat legal references as starting points, not final citations. So, you need to treat the links as clues and double-check anything going to a board deck or outside the company. For sensitive data, you need to use the enterprise plan and follow your policy. Share only what's needed, don't paste raw confidential info unless approved, and anonymize when you can. Free version is available to everyone. Now defaults to GPT-5 for logged-in users. Great for everyday tasks. Plus version, $20 per month, more reasoning, longer context, file uploads, and better performance. Ideal if you're using it daily for analysis and writing. Business and enterprise-grade security, admin controls, connectors, longer context, advanced data analysis, and unlimited messages within policy, built for teams and sensitive workflows. Gemini. Working across multiple Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides can quickly become chaotic. Data lives everywhere, and pulling insights together takes time. That's where Gemini comes in. It connects directly with your Google Workspace and can analyze, summarize, and link data across files instantly. Gemini lives inside Google's ecosystem. If your team already works in Google Workspaces, this is where you save the most time. No heavy integration, sign in, grant access, drop a link, and go. If you use Google Sheets, Gemini can help you in many ways. For example, here's a sales data file with all possible details included in a Google Sheet. Here's what I can do. I'll upload this sheet to Gemini and give it the following prompt. You are a financial analyst. Perform a comprehensive financial analysis covering these aspects: revenue insights, total sales, growth trends, top performing regions, and best-selling products. Profitability, gross profit margin by product, region, and manager. Identify high and low margin areas. Customer behavior, top customers by volume and value. Sales performance, compare sales managers, monthly performance trends, and seasonality. KPIs dashboard summary, key metrics, revenue, gross margins, average discount. Actionable conclusions, short summary of insights and improvement suggestions. As results, we got simple and clear conclusions, commentary suitable for management reporting, all tables we can export back to Sheets if needed. Gemini is strong at contextual analysis of results, but it can make mistakes on primary calculations, especially in math-heavy work. Use it as an interpreter of results, not the creator. Gemini's free version is solid for lighter tasks. The paid version, approximately $20 per month, gives you bigger memory, deeper reasoning, and stronger integration with docs, sheets, and slides. Genspark. Building full monthly reports or scenario decks in Excel or PowerPoint is tedious. Formatting, linking, layout all take too much time. Have you already approached Genspark? If not, here is how you can use this platform. Genspark is, if you ask me, the best platform for finance. Why? Because it has dedicated AI agents for sheets and slides, and in finance, we constantly work with Excel and PowerPoint. What's truly impressive is that Genspark can combine everything. For example, it can take your Excel data and create a complete management report, automatically packaging it into a professional presentation, just like the top consulting firms do. Here's an example. I want this platform to create a management dashboard. I'll give it the following prompt. Create an executive financial dashboard from this dataset. Show monthly trends, year-over-year comparisons, and key KPIs, revenue, gross profit, EBITDA, net profit, in summary boxes with traffic light indicators versus last period and budget. Add interactive charts for revenue by segment, expense breakdown, and margin analysis. And this is what I got. Full high executive dashboard professionally designed. You can also use it for monthly reports, financial models, forecasts, or different types of investment presentations. Live Excel hiccups. On very long live spreadsheet tasks, it can make a technical mistake. It often detects and flags the error but then stalls and fails to self-correct. Credit-based usage. It runs on a credits model, so you don't get unlimited tasks per month. The free version gives basic outputs. Paid plans, around $30 to $40 a month, unlock full Excel and PowerPoint exports, advanced visuals, large model support. Perplexity. Research in finance is slow. Benchmarks, regulations, comps, and half the time the sources aren't trustworthy. With Perplexity, you can fix that. Think of Perplexity as your research Copilot. Every answer comes with linked sources and a transparent reasoning path, so you can verify fast. It's perfect for senior team members who want to explore a new topic without delegating a week of first-pass research to a junior. Here is one example on how you could do very reliable research of legislation in the country you are planning to enter with your business. You are acting as a specialist in taxation and regulatory compliance. Your task is to perform targeted web research on the interpretation of a specific tax provision. Research how articles from the Polish Value-Added Tax Act, considering import of goods and place of taxation, are interpreted in practice, particularly regarding goods imported under customs warehousing or consignment stock arrangements. Identify official sources, include professional commentary or analysis from reputable sources. and focus on practical implications for companies importing goods for resale, especially regarding value-added tax registration obligations, timing of value-added tax liability, and reporting in the value-added tax return. Here's the output in minutes, source-backed, clear, and faster than a junior spending days on research and translations. Perplexity is fantastic for speed and citations, but there are a few things to know so you don't hit friction mid-workflow. Be precise or it drifts. If your prompt is vague, Perplexity can lock onto the wrong angle and won't always course correct cleanly in chat. Not a document finisher, it won't export polished deliverables. You'll still move the findings into Word or slides yourself. Bottom line, it's a top-tier finder and summarizer, not a finished report generator. Free is for basic queries. The Pro plan, approximately $20 per month, unlocks deeper search, multiple models, Claude GPT-4, better sources, and richer context. Grok. Grok is a platform within Twitter, now X, so you can only use it if you have an account on that social media platform. Grok is great for real-time data analysis available online. For example, if we want to track live financial trends such as the results of publicly listed companies. Here's an example. You can ask it for a live analysis of the latest published data for Microsoft, focusing mainly on profit margins. Here's what kind of results I get. Grok connects to Yahoo Finance, retrieves the most recent data, and analyzes whatever I've requested. Gross margins, net margins, by segments, and more. You can ask it about live conversations, breaking news, current public sentiment on a topic right now, or summarize the latest posts about an event. The main limitations are you must have an account on the X platform, and it's not suitable for calculations, Excel sheets, report building, or creating presentations, which are essential tasks in finance. Free has limited memory and context. For deeper use, X Premium Plus, around $16 a month, gives enhanced memory, integration, and personalization. DeepSeek. Spreadsheets struggle with simulations, valuations, anomaly detection, complex quantitative tasks get slow and error-prone. Let's bring in a math-first assistant. Compared to other AI platforms, DeepSeek is the fastest and most affordable AI. As a result, its outputs are often less analytical. However, it can serve as very useful guidance when you need a quick prediction or a rapid sense check of a company's value. DeepSeek could be your quantitative assistant. Ask, clean this CSV of accounting entries and highlight anomalies. Or run Monte Carlo simulation on revenue growth with 1,000 iterations. It returns solid, numeric analysis ready for your use. As a successful investor and operator leading multiple companies, I use DeepSeek for fast valuation, sense checks, and feasibility passes before deeper modeling. Think of it as my speed scout. This is the example. Build a DCF model with WACC 10% and 4% terminal growth for the company, which accounting data is provided within attached Excel table. Look at the results for only 10 seconds. I have full discounted cash flow-based equity valuation like we got from extra expensive consultants. Your task is to validate the calculations and create a package for end user. First, no live market data. You'll need to supply discount rates, comps, or pricing feeds yourself. Second, no charting studio. Limited for complex flowcharts or presentation-grade visuals. Finish in Excel or PowerPoint. Free is available for small jobs. Paid versions starts with $10 a month and gives faster computation, support for larger files, and more reliability. Copilot. What is Gemini is for Google Sheets. Copilot is for Excel and PowerPoint. You want AI help without uploading files elsewhere or breaking formats. Let's keep it inside Microsoft. Copilot lives inside your Microsoft apps. Copilot works natively with Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook, Teams. For finance, The big win is staying in Excel for analysis and one-click handoff to PowerPoint. You can say, create a departmental budget template with linked assumptions. Or turn the forecast into a 10-slide presentation, all without switching apps or reformatting. Here is another example. We'll open an Excel file with basic revenue, expense, and profitability data for an IT company last few years. In the top right, click Copilot and prompt summarize this P&L's monthly trends and make a chart. Look at the results in under 20 seconds. Chat outside Excel or PowerPoint is weaker. Formatting quirks happen. Complex sheets, merged cells, hidden rows, volatile formulas can lead to odd summaries or charts. Sanitize your layout first. There's no free version. Copilot is included in Microsoft 365 and pricing starts with $30 per month. This license unlocks full AI integration across Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Outlook. Claude. You often work with huge documents, 100+ pages of reports, contracts, or regulatory text, and extracting insight manually is exhausting. In this case, the Claude may help. Claude specializes in long-form reasoning. This is an example. I've uploaded Intel a quarterly report and ask, summarize major financial risks and give me financial analysis red flags. This is the result. It finds profitability crisis, massive restructuring charges, foundry business losing money, capital intensity crisis, balance sheet deterioration, revenue stagnation, and liquidity concerns. Also, it indicates key financial risks and gives a bottom-line summary. Besides, you can also prompt like this. Review these 3 contracts and highlight any liability clauses. Claude can help you draft policies or nuanced financial narratives. Claude's most common pain points are tight message limits, which can cut off long research or build sessions and force you to split work across chats. The other is overcautious safety filters. It may refuse or heavily hedge on borderline tasks, so you often need to rephrase requests or use another tool for anything edgy or highly specific. Claude offers a free version with a limited token count. The paid version, $17 a month, gives access to their top models, massively longer context windows, and stronger performance. Fiscal AI. If you do investment research, pulling together company fundamentals, filings, investor relations content, and real-time data is a mess, you lose time hunting across sites. With this tool, you can save a lot of time and get outstanding results. A platform is built as a next-gen research terminal for public companies. You can pull accurate global financial data, view all metrics, aggregated investor relations content, and instantly compare peers in one interface. Here is the example. Start. Prompt. Show me the trend in Tesla's free cash flow versus peer group for 5 years with commentary. This is the result. The platform automates much of what used to take hours. Here you can ask for almost anything, including expert-provided sales projections, valuation analyses, and more. A key limitation is that the tool is restricted to publicly available data and public companies. Therefore, it cannot be used for internal analyses at private companies. The tool is intended for investment advisors rather than private equity specialists, controllers, or accountants. The free version is completely sufficient. Since I invest in the stock market and use this platform myself, I haven't needed the paid version. However, if you subscribe, you can access a dashboard with over 30 companies you track, advanced portfolio statistics, curated news, notifications, data export and download options, and more. So, we've completed the explanation of all 9 platforms. When to use each, examples, integration possibilities, limitations, and pricing. If you want real-world prompts and use cases, check out my video, 9 AI prompts that will transform the way you work in finance, or simply follow my channels for more videos. Don't forget to grab the extra resources. Links are in the description below. See you in the next video.